Hello, everyone. My name is Maria Darvi. I am the owner of a Telegram ads advertising agency. Today, we are going to look at what fatal mistakes can lead to the destruction of your budget if you are also working with Telegram ads. I don't really like preludes, so let's start right away with the first mistake. Let's say we have an advertising object that we want to launch in a Euro-based advertising account. What do? What is our procedure? We take this object, show it to any reseller, and the reseller who issues these advertising accounts essentially says either, your advertising object is allowed for advertising or it is not allowed. In case it is approved for advertising, a Euro-based account is opened for you. From this Euro-based account, you can launch ads for this advertising object or for related projects that are connected to this advertising object, which has passed moderation. Well, hypothetically, you have a website that writes about, well, I don't know, about some media, and it is allowed to launch ads from this Euro-based account for this same media, only if it's a channel, right? That is, you can drive traffic to a channel, you can drive it to a bot, you can actually continue working with the website. It is also allowed if the advertising object, that is, you are driving traffic and you are given the task to launch something related, but both that object and the next object belong to the same legal entity. This is also acceptable, but it is better, of course, to check each time with the reseller whether it can be launched or not, because if the related object is a bit off topic from what is permissible for launch, they might actually not approve it for you. I'll tell you a story. I have an acquaintance who got a euro-denominated ad account for India. He is Indian, and he decided, I don't know what possessed him, to run ads for sex dating from that account, from the euro account, for a channel that had already passed moderation and had successful traffic. Naturally, what happened? Moderation saw this and blocked the entire ad account completely with no possibility of a refund. That is, he had 2,000 euros in his account. He lost all those 2,000 euros because he launched ads from that account, the euro account, on which ads for an approved object were already running. He launched it for sex dating, got a harsh rejection from moderation, got the account banned, and without the possibility of funds, actually, without the possibility to get the funds back, he in fact lost that account. And not only did he lose that account, he lost the ability to launch further from any other, lost the ability to launch any other object or open new accounts with this reseller. Of course, he can go, to someone else, yes, and open an account, but again, he has already lost funds and consequently made a mistake. The second mistake that I actually want to analyze is similar to the first one, but it applies to the TON account. You probably know how moderation works in the TON account. Accordingly, let's imagine that we open an advertising account in TON, launch ads there, they successfully pass moderation, and we spend on something there. And from this account, let's imagine we have a balance of, I don't know, 200 ton, right? 200 grams, as they say now. And you decided to use this account to run ads for something more hardcore, right? Let's imagine that we decided to run ads for a casino, right? Go big or go home. Accordingly, for just one such launch, in case of a rejection due to a gambling violation, nothing will happen to you. But if you systematically use this account to run ads for things that will never pass moderation, and at the same time it's a hardcore niche, like, I don't know, sex dating, gambling, betting, accordingly you might get a ban on the entire account. What does a ban look like? A ban looks like this. You won't be able to run anything from this ad account anymore. That is, you could submit super trusted channels for advertising, but the object simply won't pass moderation. How do you actually know if you've been banned or not? You take some trusted channel that is already running somewhere. You can find it through a Telegram ads spy service and launch it. If you immediately get a rejection based on the gambling category, even though you know that this channel or bot doesn't contain anything related to casinos, then you can already suspect that you've been banned from the account. In this case, a refund is not provided. You won't be able to get one. And what are we actually leading to? Never keep a lot of money in your balance if you're a little bit of a rascal, right? But if you are, after all, white and fluffy, um, but you just wanted to launch gambling, and you need like desperately to spend all the money that's left in this account because it can't be refunded, what do? You set up one advertising campaign 2 or 3 weeks after receiving actually this harsh rejection. Your advertising channel is trusted. Specifically, we take specifically trusted projects. That is, we got an account ban for a channel that is connected, with gambling. So yes, let me stop right here. I will continue talking about gambling. And you decided, you have another object that is related to a completely different topic, and it's white hat, for example, selling some kind of goods. This channel, after some time, will get a hold status. That is, it will go on hold or it will go into active, but this active will last 10 minutes and then it will go into rejection. So you get an active status, and after 10 minutes, you get a rejection for this advertising campaign. Therefore, we immediately set the highest CPM so that at least something gets spent, because otherwise our money is just frozen and nothing can be done with it. There you go. And in this way, you slowly continue to spend, but on something white hat. And at the same time, you essentially only have a 10-minute window open. And the third mistake, which actually many beginners also make, is launching without deep links, invitation links, and so on. This has a very negative impact on the quality of the traffic. That is, yes, you of course see what the cost of a subscription is, or say the cost of launching a bot, but at the same time, you don't understand which specific link the purchase was made from, or say the deposit was made. Therefore, to avoid this, always use deep links, invitation links, and UTM links as well. The fourth mistake is when you allow targeting a large group of channels or a large group of bots within a single advertising campaign. That is, you have one advertising campaign that will contain 50 channels, let's say, yes, 60, 70, and so on, up to 100. This is bad. This is bad because out of these 50 channels in your targeting, not all of them will have the CPM you specified. You won't be able to win the impression auction everywhere. This isn't even the key problem. The key problem is that out of these 50 channels, there might be a few bad apples, bad channels that will inflate impressions on your advertising campaign, on your ads, and thus earn money through Pavel Durov's affiliate program. And you will never know which of these channels in your bundle of 50 is the bad one. Therefore, always set up one advertising campaign and a limited number of channels. And only in the case where you know that the pool of channels you are specifying in your targeting goes through roughly the same auction. And the fifth mistake, it also occurs, well, by the way, it occurs both among middle-level specialists and juniors. This is when people chase cheap traffic. That is when the cost of a subscription or the cost of launching a bot is in the very first place for us. You should never allow yourself to do this if your key KPI is the cost per lead. That is, if you are working with a lead KPI, we don't look at what the cost per subscription is, because if you focus only on the subscription cost metric and neglect the cost per lead, you will get a lot of cheap traffic. But this traffic will not be targeted and will not convert into leads. Why do we, as I already said in previous videos, why do we need 100 subscriptions? Why do we need 100 subscribers at the cost of, say, 5 cents when they will never in their lives, will never convert, when they will never bring us any leads? This problem is also stuck in the heads of targetologists who are hired employees. They are afraid to spend the budget, and because of this, among other things, they focus on the cost per subscription. Because every week when they send reports to clients, they're like, oh, look how white and fluffy we are. We brought you like 500 subscribers at such and such a cost. But the client might say, well, thanks, of course, but it didn't give us anything. I mean, subscriptions appeared, sure, but we don't have any real people who would buy anything from us. Therefore, we always focus on the lead metric, and we always ask for feedback. If you are working with traffic as an agency, you need to ask for feedback every day. That is not once a week, we do it every day. It's our responsibility, and this needs to be monitored constantly. So that's it. I think I've said my piece, talked about the mistakes that actually popped into my head because I wanted to film this video, talk about the first 3 mistakes, but I thought I should add something else because, well, otherwise the video would be too short. I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, write or call. My contact info is in the description. If you have any other questions and don't want to ask me personally, why not? You can do that in the comments. And please subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. That's a must because people watch me without subscribing. That's bad. That's very bad. That's it. Bye, everyone.